informational purposes only. It's very important to do your own analysis before making any investment based on your own personal circumstances. The Better Traders is not a broker-dealer. We are not an investment advisor. We have no access to non-public information about publicly traded companies or cryptocurrencies. And this is not a place for the giving or receiving of financial advice, advice concerning investment decisions, or tax or legal advice. The value of investments and the income derived from them can go down as well as up. Investors may not get back the amount they invested, and past performance is not a guide to future performance. Now you can hear me. Sorry, OBS is giving me some weird vibes. Stuff is like, I don't know about you, but I do have a Mac and I have a PC, and I use my PC for streaming, and I find that I have way more issues when I use my PC. So sorry about that. All right. I hope everybody is doing well. The market seems to be happy for now. I have some thoughts on that, but for the most part, it's looking okay-ish on the markets. Like, I mean, when I look at stuff, I mean, yeah, I get it. I've seen lots of chatter about a double bottom, although this is not a real double bottom, in my opinion. They have to be way further separated by time. So I'm getting ahead of myself, but I just want to say that for all of you, and now you're seeing this screen, that's fun. For all of you that are new to this live stream, yes, this is obviously live. I'm goofing up left, right, and center, which is always fun. So on my channel, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I do have live streams every single week. So go ahead and hit that notify me button, and that way you'll be notified about upcoming live streams. I have a lot of videos. I post a video basically. Well, I post 4 videos a week and I do 1 live stream. So it's a video every day, just about. But if you're going to watch any video, I really recommend watching this one. We're not going to watch it together at all, but this video is long, and I go into this spreadsheet that I've shared down in the description below, which is going to help you a ton. This is a fantastic spreadsheet. It's a fantastic video. And I've already gotten feedback, positive feedback from people that have watched this, saying that it's helped them make some good profits on a day like today. Understanding how your funds are being used and allocated, put into different boxes, it really helps to give you a better picture of your portfolio and how to maximize profit potential with your portfolio. So stuff that I teach, this is stuff that I wanted to share with the wider YouTube community and all of you followers out there. So watch the video. You'll thank me. Okay, so let's jump into TradingView. So yes, Bitcoin is starting to move up higher. To be honest, I actually posted in the club, and I've been in a short ever since about here, 16,500. Mainly because I don't like this setup. I know. The TBO is telling something different. I know. Without these trend lines, without RSI. So the TBO alone on the 4-hour, which is a great early warning indicator, we're getting 2 closed shorts, which are great. Here we go. So these closed shorts are really good signals that we could see some upward momentum, that the short-term trend could be ending soon. The short trend, as in the downtrend. My only problem with this is that there's not enough volume yet. There's not enough excitement yet in the market to have this happen. Now, all the excitement is happening with alts. I don't know if you've been paying attention. Let me go down here to the Binance, even the USDT watch list. Like, there have been some crazy, oh, good. All these charts all these tags, these are charts that I've been watching for a while. So this is one, yeah, I mean, pumping like crazy. Alts are starting to pop all over the place. It's almost like a mini alt season rally, except for the fact that everything was already down to begin with. Everything was down 50%. So now we got lots and lots of different charts that are starting to move up. Now, it's not a full recovery. Like, this is the reality of everything. Everything used to be up here in a nice range. It's fallen down, and now we're seeing some green. we're still down pretty bad. But it doesn't mean that you can't make some profits. I want to show this watch list for Binance BTC. Here we go. Yep. So of course those are up there. A couple of these though have just been going crazy. They've been doing exceptionally well. And by the way, if you want to get a watch list that is already set up to go, you can import it right in here to TradingView. All you have to do is you have to go over here to bettertrader.io. This is a free crypto scanner called the Better Crypto Scanner that we offer, and we teach how to use this in our courses and also have videos here on YouTube about it. But if you want to grab all the BTC pairs and have all spreads, and you want to get all of them, you just do it like this, and you hit create watch list, and you can get every single trading pair. The beauty about using this scanner is that I'm going to go to spreads that are greater than 20% to spread high to low. So XNO, which is funny because this was also on my watch list as well. This had a mega pump. When I say mega pump, I mean a mega pump. So 200% pump in a day. If we go to the 30-minute time frame, yeah, in a span of 30 minutes. Actually, I like doing this for fun. Let's go to the 1-minute candles. 1 minute. So we were seeing 1-minute candles, moving up 10% plus 11, 17. Insanity. So the beauty about using the Better Crypto Scanner over here is that you can find these. When I look over here at my watch list on TradingView, this is only showing me what's been refreshed after UTC 0 happens, which for me was 2 hours and 11 minutes ago. So the beauty about the Better Crypto Scanner is that this is a rolling 24-hour period. So I can see, let me make this a little bit bigger. I can see all these charts that have pumped recently, so I can keep tabs on them, like VGX. So let's go ahead to check out VGX BTC. We don't see it. So you have Voyager token. Okay. We have a ghost. We have an anomaly right there. Let's see it, ACA. Yep. So the beautiful thing about the scanner is that it alerts us to all these charts that have pumped recently. So we can keep tabs on them. We can keep watching them. I use a mixture of this to actually export everything to my watch list before I make my Better Traders Club watch lists. But I use this just because it's really handy, really simple. But I also like to take a look at what this is. Now, one last tip for you, and I talk about this in all the videos just because it's so cool. I never ever use all. It's just too many. So I'll set it to like 10. And you can, of course, make a watch list, sure. But what you can actually do instead, which is better, is that you can save this link because whenever I visit this link, it's always going to show me Binance BTC market spreads greater than 20. And it's going to be sorting it from the biggest spread to the smallest spread in the top 10. So once a day, you can come over here and get updated on the biggest movers. So again, that's another reason why I like using this. Okay, so let me come back over here. Let me switch down to YouTube. So I want to talk about what's going on. So the reasons why I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive right now about the market is just because everything is slowly unraveling. It's not like this big, fast unraveling with BTC. It's slowly unraveling, which doesn't make me feel good. And essentially what I think we're going to be seeing a lot of are a bunch of bull traps. I did a video with Gareth Soloway months ago, actually. I have to find it, but it's a fantastic video about bull traps and what to look out for. I will find it and I'll show it to you. Yep, this one. This is going to be a video to watch because Gareth talks about this, and this is 6 months ago. We've seen a whole lot of these bear traps happen recently. So that's basically what I think that we're in right now. I'm sorry, a bull trap. So when we look here at the chart, yes, we're seeing a little bit of a recovery, but what's the overall trend? I mean, we've seen lots of these too, where there's a bit of a move up and then it falls further. A bit of a move up, bull trap, falls lower. Bit of a move up, bull trap, falls lower. And because of the fallout from FTX, we are now in this unfortunate scenario where we are super weak in our market. We're below 20K, we're below even 18.5, which has been my support line for a long time. I'm not digging it. I'm not enjoying this. So let's look at a couple of other things. So the TBO we've confirmed is bearish. Everything's pointing down. Yes, the price is going to come up eventually to touch the fast line. So that's a short-term target of 17,237, or sorry, 261 right now on the daily. One thing that did have to happen though is we needed to see there we go. This. So we had a gap in the CME, and the gap has now been filled, which is what we've been waiting for, honestly. Anytime we have these big gaps like this, that happen day to day, let me go to like this. So we had a gap over there, right there actually, from Friday, that was left open. There's a gap that seems to be right there, but look at the low, 2635, the high, 2700. So this gap has actually been filled, even though it doesn't look like it. This gap fill strategy works often. So this eventually, not eventually, but this essentially is a short-term target for price. So yes, we had this and now it's been filled. It's been completely filled. So this tells me that now that this has been filled, I'm of the belief that we're not going to go up higher, at least for the short to midterm. And I know it's not really exciting to talk about. So let's talk about the realistic view of what's happening in the market, at least for me. So first things first, we have two breakdowns on the weekly. Now, this could show that we're near the bottom, or it means that we're going to have explosive downward movement still to come. But taking away the TBO and now just focusing on RSI. So one thing that RSI has done is that it didn't cross below 25, but it is starting to pick up this week, even though there's basically no price action. This is only what? A gain of 2.8% or so. So it's not anything amazing at all, but it's something to pay attention to. It's something to watch. I do like the fact that RSI is coming back up, but it's not enough. It wasn't oversold enough for it to be good to me. Let's go to the daily time frame, see if things are different. Well, we actually saw this happen. So we saw the RSI cross up 25, and it's done it again. The only problem is that on the daily, it's been doing this a whole lot lately. So I'm not watching the daily too much for these RSI crossovers, just because it happens so much, unfortunately. So that's why I favor the weekly time frame. So if things are going to turn out to be bearish over the weekend or stall out, these are my targets. And I know this is like, don't say it, MP, don't say it. But the truth is that we got to be realistic. We don't want to be overly enthusiastic, because that means that we're going to make some bad decisions and we're going to get caught up in FOMO, which a lot of the charts right now are getting caught up in FOMO. Point in case. All these charts are just raging right now. BNB is back over 300. Some of them are starting to pick up. Matic is starting to pick up. We're seeing lots of news, positive news coming out about different cryptos and stuff like that. I'm not buying it just yet. I'm not. I just can't. So my bearish targets remain the same. I still expect BTC to fall lower. There's still no word on Genesis, and I don't like that uncertainty. If bad news comes out about Genesis, then a further fall down to 13,880 would be next, and then 12, 11, and 10K. A couple of things that I will say that are bullish, given the circumstances, is that we've had this massively terrible news, yet Bitcoin only fell 22%. It did break below this previous low, which is bad. It broke below 18,500, which is bad. It did hit our first target, which is good. But again, it's not like this is amazing. Like, we don't want this scenario at all. It's not good. Where am I? Yep. Just give me a second. So we've hit, amazingly enough, we've hit a fib projection drawn from 2014, which has previously acted as a couple of things. So just before you're going to rule this out, this Fibonacci extension has given us a near market bottom, a market top, a mid-range bottom, and then it's given us resistance and support, resistance, almost support, now support. So that's one bullish thing that's working for us right now, is that these fib lines are holding up. I don't like how this fib line is right here at 8,875. But I do like the fact that this is holding up, and this is a good target of support. So there's that working for us, but it's not convincing enough, mainly because going off of the 2018 fib lines, this is really where we're headed, in my opinion, right here to the 618. It just makes sense. It's essentially a magnet. Everything's playing out. We've broken our one. So the next stop here is our 786, which is at 13K, which again is why I'm saying that I'm expecting us to fall down here to 13,880, which is just just above our 786. And that price is given to us by this wick that we had in June 2018. So yeah, you can tell I'm not really excited to share this news, especially because the markets seem so happy and excited right now, don't they? I mean, this is par for the course though. I mean, this is the same thing as getting a move like this, getting excited before crash. So I haven't given up hope or anything. There's still amazing opportunities for trading. It's just, I'm looking at things much more realistically right now, instead of getting caught up in a little bit of a rally that's happening. So we'll see. Now, let's say if this rally continues and there's going to be further upside continuation. So the first thing that'll probably happen is it's going to do one of these things. It's going to touch this, and then it's going to fall down. It's going to fall down here to 16.2 again, and then it's going to maybe do a little bit of a bounce higher. Then it's going to find resistance at 18.5. And we're basically going to do a copycat, a repeat of this. After making a big fall, we're basically doing the same thing. We just haven't seen that big overarching bounce yet. It happened in one day. We had support, we've tested it, and now we're going to see maybe another move up here. It's going to hit our fast line, fall down again, and maybe we'll move up higher. It just depends on the scope of things. So what does that mean for alts? I wasn't going to show this chart, but I think it's important to pay attention to Bitcoin dominance. I've made videos about this. I have to go to, let's see. There we go. This one. If you're not sure what I mean when I say dominance, I really want you to watch this video that says make more profit with Bitcoin dominance. Posted it about a month ago. It's really helpful to keep a pulse rather, on Bitcoin dominance, because it's going to give you an idea of what's going to be happening with Bitcoin and everything else. That's the key. Everything else. So Bitcoin dominance is still not really picking up. You can tell that I'm not really enthused because Bitcoin dominance isn't moving up. The price of Bitcoin is moving up, but it doesn't mean that more entities are buying and holding Bitcoin. So what is moving up? Yeah. Others is starting to slowly move up. It's slowly starting to move up. And Ethereum dominance is starting to move up. So this is telling me that the market is still immature. The market's still looking to everything else except for Bitcoin as a means of investment or trading, which is fine because you can trade it up. That's what I do. But there's just a little bit of a problem that when we see Bitcoin dominance ranging sideways or starting to fall and alts are moving up after we've already taken a mega move down, I just don't see it as encouraging that everything's going to move up higher. But that's just me. I want to take a second to share these other three charts. You're probably wondering about these. So this is the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index. This is a chart that I've been sharing with the Better Traders Club for a while, as well as SPX and the Dixie and the Volatility Index. These are some of my favorite TradFi charts that I pay attention to, that I watch, because they give me an idea of what's happening on the other side, what's happening in traditional finance. So one interesting thing about the Dow is that it has basically reached resistance right here. The thing that I don't like about it is that if you look at the high for this period, it's 34262. But if we look at the high here that was previously made, this is 34281, shy just by 19 points or so. It's not bad. It depends a lot on what happens when the market opens today, which will be tomorrow for the market. I think it would make more sense to see it fall down. But there are lots of things happening in the background that I'm shocked by, and it could push us up higher. So there is a discrepancy, not a discrepancy, there is a, the chart for the SPX and the Dow are not correlated right now at all. Where the Dow is breaking out, it looks fantastic, it looks very strong and very bullish. But the chart for the SPX, for the S&P, doesn't look bullish yet. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy, but the fact that one of them is bullish is making me go, interesting. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to point out for all of you that are trading stocks. I think that we're going to see the Santa Claus rally that I was talking about for the last 2 months and waiting for Bitcoin, except Sam Bankman Fraud took our bull market or our mini bull rally away, just like I had planned. Someone needs to like shave his head and put his afro in a museum. That's all I'm gonna say. Halloween costumes, anybody next year? No one would want to see that. Okay, I want to share these other two charts with you. These are from the Better Traders Club. And the Better Traders Club is a subscription-based club that is fantastic. And by the way, yes, we do have an early bird special on the Account Builders course. It's 80% off. So the club is fantastic. And I have bi-weekly live streams, meaning every other week. I have watch lists, DCA bots, and templates. And in the watch lists, I talk about a lot of different charts. I talk about a lot of different tokens and setups and things like that. And these are two that I felt comfortable sharing with all of you on YouTube for two reasons. All right, so the first one here is CTK. I don't even need the TBO to show you why I like this chart. So for one, I love the fact that the price right here, now this doesn't guarantee anything at all whatsoever, but I love how the price is basically at these lows. One thing to keep in mind though, is that when you see these big explosive moves off of support and it falls down and hits it again, the second move's not going to be as big as the first. It just isn't. And each touch that we have, it's going to be lower. So the only thing that I'm hesitant about sharing this chart with everyone is that you're going to have to manage your expectations. It's not going to be coming up here. I highly doubt it, just because there are 3 lines of resistance right there. But it is interesting to keep an eye on. And I really like this chart for the reasons I just laid out. I think it has good potential. And I think it's at least worth keeping an eye on. The second one is Strax. This one is similar yet different. Isn't that fun? But basically because, and again, I love the TBO, which is this indicator right here, because it gives me an idea of the strength of the trend. And the trend has still been going up, by the way. See this line right here? This is the TBO slow line. Even though the fast line's going down and the price is below the fast line, the slow line is still moving up. It's only starting to come down a little bit, but look, the price is angling up. Again, I love my close shorts on the daily, 3 of them. We have an open long as well. So this one looks to be a pretty decent setup. Plus, it's done this so many times before. And what I mean by so many times before is that it's had this downtrend, and as soon as it breaks above, then it takes off. It has a downtrend like this. Or let me go here instead. Same angle almost, too. Pretty crazy. So when it breaks above, it takes off. So I'm basically waiting for another breaks above for a pump or it takes off. So again, I want to point out something really, really similar. Not similar, helpful. Look at the pumps. We used to be up here at 0.0046. That's a lot for Strax. Note the date, 2017. Makes sense. Every pump since then has been successively lower and lower. Just keep that in mind. Don't get greedy. That's all I'm saying. Don't get greedy. Those are the two I wanted to share. I want to take a quick second to just check the chat now. For the live stream, it's great to see a lot of you hanging out with me today. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. Boy, there's going to be an easier way to do this in the future. So, all right, so I see a question here from Vincent. How would you characterize a setup as it pertains to charts in trading? There are lots of different types of setups. I would characterize a setup as anything that I'm expecting further continuation from. I'm expecting an outcome based on a chart pattern. Chart patterns will never ever look textbook clean. They'll never ever look exactly how you expect them to look. That's just the nature of trading. Let me go over here just to get rid of that, get rid of that, come back over here. There we go. So about this setup over here, I was saying, like, I'm not expecting it to move up higher personally for a couple of the reasons, and I'll lay out those reasons. First off, when I talk about a setup, for me, this looks like a setup for a short, just because the price is stalling out. And I know that the TBO is saying close short, I know, but I'm not seeing the momentum there. I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance. It's not there. So one thing that I look at is I look at, let me turn off the TBO. I look at chart patterns and I look at support and resistance. And then I use complementary indicators like the TBO, RSI, volume, things like that. So when I look at the chart right here, I'm not seeing a whole lot of volume. I'm not seeing a whole big burst of support. At least for this chart. So when I talk about how I would characterize a setup as it pertains to charts and trading, I would talk about what I'm expecting, like it's setting up to do something. So I'm not expecting this to break out to the upside at all. I'm expecting this to fall down further. So that would be a setup. I hope that it answers your question a little bit. If not, let me know. And you can at least tell me in the public Discord server. Okay, TV Time says it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, American Thanksgiving. That's right. The American market isn't open. They open on Friday, which is a half day, and it's Black Friday. Well, there we go. That seals the deal to me. I expect the Dow to go higher. I expect the dollar to fall. I expect people to spend on credit that they don't have and they can't pay back. Being, you know, the majority of Americans, that's what they do. And I think that we're going to see the Santa Claus rally. So maybe Bitcoin could move up higher. Maybe crypto markets could. It's just the fact that we're not seeing a direct connection to all the buying that's happening for like Amazon and Apple and all that stuff. We're not going to see that trickle down effect just because the market's so beaten down. Okay. Great. Isn't the market closed until Monday? Half day on Friday. Yep. That's good. Yeah, I know. I am American. I was born and raised in America, but I've been living in Japan for the last, what is it, 2022? Last 13 years. So we did Thanksgiving yesterday. Honestly, we just had some sausage rolls and watched last year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which is our tradition. We always watch the previous year. And I got to tell you, watching the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade of 2021, just looking at it, it's just going like this. Mostly because I hate the unabashed commercialism of the United States. It just feels like it's over the top. But there was a plug for a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade NFT. I was laughing. It's just like, oh, that's right. Because November 24th, I think, in 2021 was basically the top of the crypto market. That was the top of the bubble. So yeah, of course, Macy's was doing an NFT giveaway or something like that. Ugh, so funny. Except it's sad. Alex Rowe, I think that's how you say it. Actually, it looks like Axelrow, but that's okay. I'm not dyslexic, but that's what it looks like. How do I activate the TBO backtesting? I only have the TBO Moon and Papa. That's because the TBO backtester is only available in the pro version of the TBO. So we have a backtester, but it's only available for the TBO Pro, which is only available if you take the Smarter Trader or Mastering Passive Income. So sorry, I'm not trying to fake anybody out there, but that's just how it is. Oh, I should say this too at the end of the live stream. So speaking of TBO Pro and MPI and TST, all the courses. So we are having a Black Friday sale for the better traders. It starts on Thursday. I don't even know. I've been so busy with other stuff, but it starts soon. My marketing director will not be very happy with me, but I think it's Thursday. No, it would be Friday because it's Black Friday. So it starts Friday. If not, then it starts today, maybe at midnight, my time. I don't know. But if you want to know, go to thebettertraders.com. I will be posting a video about it that's going to go live on my Friday night, which is going to be your Friday morning to talk about it. But basically, it's half off everything. I shouldn't have said that, but that's what it is. So anyway, but yeah, that sale is going to last for a week or so. So you can check out all the courses for half off. The Better Traders Club subscription, highly recommend that. The TBO as well. There you go. Awesome. So that is a unique way to end the live stream. That also started off very uniquely. I'm ready to get on with my day. Just keep your wits about you. I understand that everything is starting to look and feel bullish. Just have a smidge of self-awareness, just to catch yourself before you're feeling like, I gotta buy. Like, be really careful about that, okay? Brandon, I see your question, and I'm going to copy this, and I will post the answer on Discord, on the public Discord, okay? So until the next time, you know what to do. And I got so sidetracked from that question. Stay awesome and stay in the green, and I'm gonna get some rest.